Most failed startups don't die from bad ideas. They die from trying to execute too many good ones. Teams burn through capital and energy chasing a dozen promising projects, but without a mechanism to separate the good from the great, they bankrupt themselves on the detour. Think of it like typing 5 different destinations into your car's GPS at the exact same time. The system can't process it. It just crashes. To move forward, a business needs a single, unified destination. Looking at this goal-setting card, you'll see a clear visual metaphor, a single mountain peak with one flag at the top. This is the tool we use to filter out the noise and force strategic direction. Investor John Doerr summarized this perfectly. He observed that high-performing organizations home in on work that's important and are equally clear on what doesn't matter. Strategic focus is the active, ruthless elimination of secondary projects, so your team has the bandwidth to conquer the primary one. Grab a notebook and a pen. I want you to pick one specific project in your business right now that feels stuck or overwhelmed and lock it securely in your mind. We'll stress test that project against the SMART mountain steps on the right. Vague desires won't work. Your goal must be specific, defining the outcome, and measurable, attaching metrics to track progress. It has to be achievable, relevant to broader strategy, and time-bound with a strict deadline. Applying these 5 constraints forces a hard conversation. By defining exactly what fits these criteria, you simultaneously expose exactly which side initiatives must be abandoned to make your primary goal viable. If we look at the bottom of the card, we see 3 specific action steps: defining what your ultimate goal is, identifying the SMART metrics your team will optimize for, and determining if you are including your team in deciding those goals. Choose just one of those 3 bullet points right now. Pick the one where your project is weakest, set a timer, and write out an unedited response for the next 5 minutes. Go ahead and pause the video here to complete the exercise. Welcome back. If you struggled with that exercise, you likely hit a common point of friction, the persistent feeling that you have 3 or 4 different goals that are all equally urgent and cannot be dropped. When everything feels critical, you have to force rank your priorities until you identify your apex goal. This is the single overarching objective that makes all the other goals on your list either significantly easier to complete or entirely irrelevant. Even if you successfully identify your apex goal, you can still fall into the lone wolf fallacy. A perfectly constructed objective will collapse entirely if it is developed in a silo without your team. Look at these reflection questions again. Success depends entirely on whether your wider team is included in the process, understands the reasoning, and actively agrees upon the exact metrics you've chosen to track. The return on investment for doing this difficult work is massive. As this philosophy panel points out, direction is the antidote to stagnation. By eliminating the daily noise today, you protect your organization from stalling out tomorrow. Keep this combined visual as your final mental checkpoint. The single mountain peak requires a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound path to reach it. Take one last look at your handwritten notes. Identify the single most critical accomplishment your team must reach this quarter and share it in the comments below.